That Nelly and Ashanti clip is the perfect example of how people will hold resentment for how you were able to leverage your experiences in life to create better opportunities for yourself. So if you didn't see that clip at the Breakfast Club, he was pretty much talking about how, like, she had it easy. She grew up in a two-parent household. He only had one parent in the house, and he had to struggle and get it out the mud and da 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 da. And it is, evident in the way that he treats her that he resents her for it. So he talking about he don't want to support her, with the child, like, be an actual active parent in the child's life until it could walk and talk, because that's her duties. And essentially, like, when people do things like that, what they want to do is balance the scales in a way so that if they feel like you had an advantage in one part, they want you to be disadvantaged somewhere else so that y'all could be on the same level. But then what people who do things like that don't realize is that they're perpetuating the same cycle, right? And a lot of times it's intentionally or subconscious, it depends, right? But essentially they're envious of their partner. They're even envious of the child, because why would you not want to provide and support your child, provide for and support your child in a way that you weren't supported? It's because they want to level the playing field. I have a not a family member, like a family of family, and he was talking about how he would have been so further off in life if his mother did X, Y, and Z. And I'm saying here, like, that's tea, because you're 50. You feel me? And no shade. So, like, I was like, okay, I get that. But I was like, now you in control of your own thing. I was like, are you showing up for your children in ways that you wish your mother showed up for? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, you got beef with your kids actively right now. You beefing with your children. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of times they victimize themselves so much that they continuously think of all the disadvantages that they have, that they can't figure out ways to create beauty in their life in the current. They're so busy thinking about, so like, this is like misery loves company. They want to pull everybody on the same level, or pull everybody on because their victimization is more important than creating something beautiful in the present for them and everybody involved. And so the cycle continues and continues because nobody's willing to heal. And it gets to the point where, like, you realize a lot of people don't want to admit that they were, like, they want to feel like a victim, but they don't want to be. It's a weird. I remember when I first got into therapy, my therapist was the one who had to tell me that I was victimized by certain things, because I just didn't want to be seen as, like, in my head, I was like, I don't I put it in a box, like it was in a box. And a lot of people, like, they want to have that feeling of, getting the attention and having, like, an excuse to victimize other people because they were victimized, but they also don't want to actually address the fact that they're a victim. So anyway, I have a lot of feelings towards it, but long story short is, if we heal, we could actually be present and continue to create beauty. If not, it's going to be everybody infecting each other with the same virus of resentment and envy and hate of the people that you should be creating love with. And what's the real tea? Like, the what I said in the beginning is, like, they resent you for leveraging your experiences in a way that's beneficial to you. The real tea is, these people think that they're the only people who are victimized. You see what I'm saying? Like, they don't realize that the people who they see have it good, who had two-parent households, who have all these advantages, were also disadvantaged in other ways. They just leveraged their experiences to make it beneficial to them and refuse to continue the cycle of making ugly experiences for themselves and other people. That be the real tea. Heal.